Man. Shalom Israel, Shalom Israel. Man, his brother Israel on the scene again, bringing another quick video. Okay. Just had a couple things, on my spirit, stuff that's going on in the world and stuff. That's how I came up with the title of this video today, you know. So first, I want to give all praise to the Most High, call halal Yahweh, Shem Shai. Okay. Let's say that first before I get to anything. Okay. And as you can see from the title, it's saying, watch who you call your friends. Man, sadly to say, bro, everybody in this so-called truth is not your friend. And it's the same way in the world too. Everybody in the world ain't your friend either. Okay. And basically, I'm gonna bring out a couple precepts or whatever today. So we're gonna touch on this point a little bit. Okay. First precept, I'm gonna get Proverbs 18, verse 24. Okay. Proverbs 18 and 24. Now I got a lot of precepts. They pretty much all gonna be straightforward, okay? Proverbs chapter 18 and verse 24. Okay. First things first, okay? A man that have friends must shew himself friendly, okay? And there is a friend that sticketh closer than a brother, okay? Obviously, if you want friends, bro, you gotta be a friendly person, okay? You can't be not friendly. You can't just be that one unapproachable guy, like that one unfriendly person that nobody likes. You can't be that guy if you really want friends, if you really want true friends, okay? And there is a friend that sticketh closer, than a brother. If you're familiar with David's situation, Jonathan, David's son, was closer to David than any one of David's like actual brothers. Okay. So there is friends in this world that will stick closer to you, that you will be closer with than maybe your own blood brother, maybe your own blood sister that you grew up with from birth. Okay. That's a thing. Okay. And that's a beautiful thing. Okay. Let me get this another precept, man. Get Job chapter 2 verse 11. Okay. Be friendly, Israel. Don't be that guy. Okay. Job chapter 2 and verse 11. Now, if y'all familiar with Job's story, I highly recommend you read the first and a little bit of the second chapter. Basically, the Most High was trying Job, took his kids away. A lot of his kids got, I think all of his kids died. All his cattle, all his belongings, all that went away. Okay. And his wife was telling him basically, curse the Most. You know what? I'm gonna get into that, man. Let me get into it. I'm gonna start at verse 7. So went Satan forth from the presence of the Lord and smote Job with sore boils from the sole of his foot unto his crown. And he took him a potsherd to scrape himself withal. And he sat down among the ashes, okay? So the Most High, he basically said Satan to smite him with a crazy sickness, okay? Then said his wife unto him, dost thou still retain thy integrity? Curse God and die. Just imagine your own wife telling you to curse the Most High and die. Okay. That's not something a real friend to say. A real friend ain't going to tell you curse the Most High and die. Okay. Let me jump down to verse 11. Now, when Job's 3 friends, okay, mind you, 3 friends heard of all this evil that was come upon him, they came everyone from his own place. Okay. Let me jump down. For they had made an appointment together to come mourn with him, okay, and comfort him. This is what real friends they will do. Okay, when you down bad, times get hard, they're gonna come with you. They're gonna mourn with you. They comforted him, okay. And when they lifted up their eyes afar off, and knew him not, they lifted up their voice and wept, and they rent every one his mantle. Okay, so they was lamented with him. Okay. It says they sat down with him upon the ground 7 days, okay, and 7 nights, and none spake a word to him, for they saw that his grief was very sore. This is something a real friend to do, okay? A real friend, he gonna be when you down, he down. Okay. When you up, he gonna be up. Okay. Lord willing, if he's a real friend, okay, we gonna get into that too. Okay. It go both ways. It's supposed to go both ways at least. Okay. I'm gonna get the sixth chapter of Job. Peep this. Look what he said. Okay. Job chapter 6 and verse 14. To him that is afflicted, pity should be shewed from his friends. Like I was just saying. Okay. When you afflicted, when you going through any situation that just got you in a bad position right now, it said you should be being shown pity from your friends. Okay, because real friends that do that. But he forsaketh the fear of the Almighty. Okay. So don't do that. You should be pitying with your brother when he down. Okay. Like as a real friend would do. Just as like a real wife would do. Okay. As a real husband would do. Okay. These is friends. Okay. You with these people for life. Okay. Let me get this. Ecclesiastes. We're gonna be in the book of Sirach heavy today. Okay. Look at this. Ecclesiastes 4, verse 9. Two are better than one, okay? Because they have a good reward for their labor, okay? So the two friends are always going to be better than one. Why? For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow, but woe to him that is alone when he falleth, okay? Because when he fall, he have not another to help him, okay? And you can't be an individual. That's what they say, an individual light in his truth. You can't be that person because when you fall, who gonna help you? When you going off, who gonna tell you no, you wrong? That's what a friend is for, an actual friend. Okay. Again, if two lie together, then they have heat. But how can one be warm? Okay, and that's self-explanatory, man. Let me get the book of Sirach. Okay, one of the best books out there. Sirach chapter 6 and verse 5. Right. Watch this. And this is talking about true and false friends, okay? Like this title, you got to watch who you call your friends, okay? Sweet language will multiply friends, okay? And a fair speaking tongue will increase kind greetings. And like I said, right, you got to show yourself friendly, okay? Be in peace with many, okay? Nevertheless, have but one counselor of 1,000. And you should want to be peace with as many people as possible. You shouldn't be that one person that's beefing out with everybody. How you beefing out with multiple people? Okay. If you could control it. Like why? Bruh, if all is possible, try to be at peace with as many as possible, okay? Why? Because that'll just make your life less of a headache. Okay. If thou wouldst get a friend, prove him first, okay? Prove him, he or she, they prove him first, and be not hasty to credit him. And that's the problem. That's the problem with our people, right? We too quick to do that, right? We too quick to jump in any type of friendship or whatever, and we give this person too much credit, and ultimately you don't even know that person yet. Okay, you don't know what this person's tendencies is. You don't know what type of demons they got on them. Like you just don't know. Okay, you gotta prove that person. Okay, and that takes time. Okay, it's not gonna take a week. It's not gonna take a month. It's not gonna take 3. It's gonna take long. Okay, you gotta prove that friend. Okay, for some men is a friend for his own occasion. Okay, and will not abide in the day of thy trouble. Because there's a friend, right? Like the opposite of Job's friends. When you down bad, bro, that he's not gonna be with you. Okay, that guy, he's not gonna be there with you. Because when you down bad, it ain't got nothing to do with him. That's you. It's a personal problem, right? Man. And there is a friend who being turned to enmity and strife will discover like reproach. Okay. Because there was a friend when you got some infirmities or whatever, you down bad, they gonna put a microscope on that thing and put it on display. Okay, they gonna mirror it right to the Apple TV for everybody to see it. Right? They gonna switch sides on you. Right? But that was your fault. Why? Because you ain't proved them first. Okay. Again, some friend is a companion at thy table, okay, and will not continue in the day of thy affliction. Slugger. There's a friend when when y'all belly's fat. Shoot, when I'm eating, hey, he gonna be eating too, right? Man, just watch when that dinner table a little bit damn empty, right? You know, and ain't got the baked mac and cheese on it no more. You know, ain't got the fried chicken. You know, ain't got the corn, ain't got the biscuits, right? You don't even got the desserts at the table. You know, all those at the at the table, crackers and butter. Where he gonna be? He ain't gonna be nowhere to be found. Why? Because he not gonna continue in the day of that affliction, right? And it's like Jake in the world. Like I know everybody got them one Philly members, right? When they was in the world, right? Even in this truth now, I'm not even just gonna say in the world, because Jay, they got that same spirit. Then there's people that only come around on damn feast days, right? Hey, a lot of Jay, hey, y'all serving food, they gonna be there, right? Sometimes Jake, they ain't got it every day, right? Some Jake, they'll save up just for the new moon specifically. Oh, it's gonna be new moon. Oh, it's feast day. Bet. Hey, they may cook the whole dang house, right? Then they want to show up. They want to come eat all your food or whatever. But hey, they ain't gonna pitch in for none of the food, right? They just show up to eat, right? That's not a real friend, right? A friend will actually need anything. You at least need some paper plates. You know, let me buy you a little bit, buy some grocery. You know, let me slide you a couple dollars. You know, but let me get verse 12, right? If thou be brought low, he will be against thee and will hide himself from thy face. And there's like some one friends like, bruh, when you there, when you down, he ain't gonna be nowhere to be found, right? He's gonna disappear, right? It's like he ceased to exist off the planet of Earth, right? Don't be that guy, bruh, right? But this is what you're supposed to do. Separate thyself from thine enemies, okay? Because that's something a real enemy to do, right? And take heed of thy friends, okay? Because real friends, they not gonna do that. How do I know? Because a faithful friend is a strong defense, right? And he have found such, and one have found a treasure, okay? Finding an actual friend is like finding treasure. It's like you digging up in your backyard, you digging up all that dirt, and you found all manners of rubies, you found diamonds, right? That's what a friend is. It's like finding treasure, right? Because they gonna help you. Okay. Nothing to countervail a faithful friend, and his ecstasy is invaluable, right? And the faithful friend is the medicine of life. Okay. And they that fear the Lord shall find him. Okay. Whoso feareth the Lord shall direct his friendships aright. Okay. So ultimately, if you fearing the Most High, if you really keeping these commandments, you know, he's gonna. If you ain't have real friends in the world, he's gonna give you real friends in the truth, right? For as he is, so shall his neighbor be also, right? Now, let me get a few accounts, right? Let me get the Book of Judges, right? And I know if you're not familiar with the story of Samson, please read the Book of Judges, right? Now watch this. Judges chapter 16, verse 5. And the lords of the Philistines, and it came, let me start at 4. And it came to pass afterward that he loved the woman in the valley, right? Whose name was Delilah. And the lords of the Philistines came up unto her and said unto her, entice him, right? And see wherein his great strength lieth, by what means we may prevail against him. Okay, that we may bind him to afflict him, and we will give thee every one of us 1,100 pieces of silver. So just imagine somebody coming up to your friend, even to your woman, right? Which is supposed to be even more than a friend, all right? And like, go up to him, need you kind of trick, see where he gets super strength from, okay? And when you do that, we're gonna come up to him, we're gonna bound him, right? And we gonna get some money, we're gonna break you up a piece, right? A real friend to be like, what the hell? Oh, hell no. Nah. A friend, you tell a real friend that he might start throwing them ones with him, right? He gonna defend them. Why? Because it says a real friend, a faithful friend is what? A defense. Like I just brought out in Sirach. She wasn't being a real friend, right? And Delilah says to Samson, tell me, I pray thee, wherein thy great strength lieth. Okay. And y'all keep reading or whatever. But basically, she keeps trying to get my man Samson knocked off, right? Over some money. And a real friend, when there's so many fake people that would, y'all hear about it all the time, right? There's some so-called friends, they will kill you over money. That's not a real friend. That's not a faithful friend, right? And this happens more so than not, because it's like a lot of us just not fearing the Lord, man. Right? You have to fear the Most High, man. Okay? Know who your true friends is. That woman you may be laying next to every night, every day, she may not really be your real friend, right? When stuff get hard, when it's really when really stuff start getting hard, when the opportunity ever presents itself to get you knocked, she might do it, right? You got to know who your friends is, man. Even your own blood and this truth, hey, they may not even be your family, right? It's all in the same category. You gotta watch who you call your friend, watch who you call your brother, watch who you call your actual sister, right? Watch who you call these things. Why? Because everything is not what it seems, bruh. Not in this place, not in this world, right? And that's why you have to prove a friend, okay? Let me get another precept, man. Let me get First Kings chapter. I'm gonna get First Kings chapter 12 and verse 10. Okay. Also, another thing, let me just bring out the precept. First Kings 12 verse 10. Let me start at verse 8, right? But he forsook the counsel of the old man which they had given him, and consulted with the young men that were grown up with him, which stood before him, okay, and said unto them, who have spoken to me, saying, make the yoke which thy father did put upon us lighter, right? And the young men that were grown up with him spake unto him, saying, thus shalt thou say to thou shalt thou speak unto this people that spake unto thee, saying, thy father made our yoke heavy, but make thou it lighter unto us, okay? But it says, thus shalt thou say unto them, my little finger shall be thicker than my father's loins, okay? These is so-called his boys he grew up with, right? These is and I bring this precept to say, bro, that may be your friend, that may be your boy, that may be your ace, that may be your brother, but bro, you can't necessarily listen to everything they say, because why? A fool, he gonna give you some of the worst counsel ever. Hey, if I was a real friend, he not gonna give you bad counsel like that. It's gonna be the downfall of the whole kingdom, right? I'm gonna bring out precepts too. Watch to prove exactly what I'm saying. And this is Solomon, right? Watch this. I'll bring out Solomon, right? And this so-called Rehoboam's father that we're talking about, the one we're reading about right now, right? Watch this. Proverbs 13 and 20, right? Watch this. He that walketh with wise men shall be wise, okay? But a companion of fools shall be destroyed, right? and he just had a whole companion. He had his whole companion. They were fools, right? Also, we know that the kingdom split. Why? Because of bad counsel. Okay, watch this, man. Another precept. Another precept, man. 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 33. Right? Be not deceived, right? For evil communications corrupt good manners. Okay. And that was an evil communication that he got from his own boys, man. It was terrible advice, right? And that's why you gotta watch who you call your friends, because it's like, even if them is his boys, even though they may ride together, whatever, you shouldn't want a friend that's gonna tell you what you want to hear. You should want a friend that's gonna be like, hey, I think you need to do the right thing, right? Maybe you should have listened to the old elder, what he told you to do, because it was sound advice, right? A real friend, he not gonna agree with you on everything, right? If you wrong, he not gonna agree with you. He gonna tell you, nah, bro, you tripping, right? That's what a real friend to do, right? Watch this, man. Let me get the book. Sirach, chapter 12, verse 8. Right. I ain't got a lot more precepts, right? I only got a few more. Sirach, chapter 12, verse 8. A friend, right? It says a friend cannot be known in prosperity, right? And an enemy cannot be hidden in adversity. And sometimes you gotta go through stuff with your friend. Why? Because you ain't really gonna know who was really truly your friend 100% until what? Right? Shit get hard, right? When you down bad, is he gonna help you when you in a low state? Is he gonna help you, right? You never gonna know who really truly your friend, and y'all all up, right? You never know. Just like an enemy, he cannot be hidden in adversity, right? Let me get this, man. Next chapter, Sirach chapter 14, verse 13. Watch this. Do good unto thy friends before thou die, right? And according to thy ability, stretch out thy hand and give to him, right? And, before you leave this earth, if you do, right, bro, be good unto your friends, right? Don't be evil, right? Don't be bitter. Don't be envious. Don't be jealous. Be good unto your friends, right? Be good to all your. You never know when it'll be your last day. Neither do you know when it's gonna be their last day, right? Why give your friend a hard time, right? We already under the curses, right? We already got to deal with damn heathens. They already against us. We already got to deal with the stress, the pressure of this world. Well, why add into that, right? Why beat on his back when everybody else beating on his back, right? Why add more to that person's toll, right? No, be good to that person, right? Before you die, before they die, be good to that person. Okay. Let me get the book of Sirach, chapter 37. Right. Oh, my bad. Too damn far. Sirach, chapter 37. I'm gonna read quite a bit in here. Verse 1. Right. And look, I know, look, you can see that top. False friends, right? I might read this whole thing, give or take. Sirach chapter 37, verse 1. Every friend saith, I am a friend also, but there is a friend which only is a friend in name. Man, that's pretty plain, right? Let me jump down to 4. Right. There is a companion, right, which rejoiceth in the prosperity of a friend, right? Like I was talking about earlier, right? But in the time of trouble will be against thee, right? Because when y'all up, hey, we up, right? But when you down, when you in a little pickle, bruh, he gonna be against you, right? It's like y'all playing Call of Duty, right? Y'all on a custom match, y'all on a losing team, and he pushed start button, he switched team. Now he fighting against you, right? That's what a false friend to do. That's not a real friend. There's a companion which helpeth his friend for the belly and take it up the buckler against the enemy, right? Forget not thy friend in thy mind, okay? And be not unmindful of him in thy riches. And this is what I want to talk about earlier, right? When you up, right, your friend, bro, he been down with you since you was down, right? He hey, he been with you when you was in the little broke down Corolla. Your check engine light was on damn near every week, right? Car done broke down like 5 times every year, right? When you only had $5 to put in a tank, right? He was with you through all that, right? When you had to split the four for four, right? Well, you ain't have enough money for the four for four, right? That person gave you hey, he may gave you money, right? He was there for you. Everything was terrible, right? In your lowest state, he was there, right? When you needed a ride, he said, I got you. Don't even worry about it, right? When you was hungry, you had nothing to eat, he was like, you know what, bro, it's good. Come on to my place, bro, right? And be not unmindful of him and thy riches, because when you done came up, man, how dare you forget this man, right? How dare you leave this man behind, right? When he was there with you when you was down bad, right? And maybe he was deep and down bad with you. How dare you? Who are you to do that, right? That's a false friend, right? That's literally a false friend because a real friend wouldn't do that, right? A real friend is going to take that friend with him. Why? Because you can't know a friend in prosperity, right? When y'all wasn't prospering, right? When y'all was being afflicted, he was there with you, right? That's a true friend, man. A true friend. Let me get the last precepts, man. Sirach chapter 19 and verse 13. Right? Sirach 19 and 13. Admonish a friend. It may be, it may be he have not done it. And if he have done it, that he do it no more. Right? And sometimes, bro, you gotta take your faults to your friend, man. You may think he have did something, maybe he ain't do it, right? Maybe he ain't really do what you thought he did, right? But if he did, hey, that's why you gotta come to him. Why? So he don't do it no more, right? You sometimes you gotta tell friends, hey man, I don't like that, man. Like, sometimes you gotta set boundaries, man. No, I don't like that, bro. I don't like how you came at me. Hey, you do it so why he won't do it no more, right? A real friend, he gonna know his friend's limits, man. Admonish thy friend. It may be he have not said it, right? And if he have, right, that he speaketh not again, right? And like I was just talking about, whether it's in deed or whether you spoke it, hey, you gotta bring it to him, man. It says, for admonish your friend, for many times it is slander, and believe not every tale, right? There's some wicked people that like the gossip and like the backbite, right? Really is gossiping. There's a lot of people that like to do that in the world and in this truth, spreading lies, right? Slander, right? And it says, don't believe every tale, right? Because if you know your friend, hey, he ain't do that, right? But if he did, bro, you got to bring that to him, like right, like a real friend to do, right? Let me see if I got another precept, man. I'm gonna read through seven. Let me read 15. Well, 17. Let me jump to 17. Admonish thy neighbor, right? The children of thy people, right? As we know what our neighbor is, before thou threaten him. If he did something against you, if he really played you, hey man, before you do anything, hey, you gotta go to the law. You gotta, hey, bro, like according to you off, man. The law of the Most High is what's gonna govern us, right? The law of the Most High is what's gonna put us back together as a people, man. And if we literally just follow the Most High commandments, He will give you true friends, right? Like we brought out earlier, right? The law show you how to actually love your brother, how to actually love your friend, which we know is your neighbor, right? So those are the precepts I had, man. It was just on my spirit today to talk about this. But with that, man, I'm gonna say all praise to the Most High, God Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. That man, I'm gonna say shalom, man, shalom.